What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I have a special guest. His name is Amir. Amir, say what's up.
What's up, everyone?
So Amir had play of the day. We're going to talk about it. It was a NVIDIA play. I also caught a NVIDIA play today. NVIDIA's been on an absolute tear. The crypto has been killing it. NVIDIA's been getting some upgrades this week. And then within a week they're up about $100, I believe. And we're going to go over his play this morning, what went down into it, what he was looking at, why he got into it, and everything behind the trade so you guys can understand from your perspective, his perspective, how he took this big trade and he profited over $7,000. Was it over $7,000?
Yeah, it was about, let me see, $7,297.
So yeah, well, let's start. So the stock obviously was NVIDIA, we said. It was pre-market. Start us off this morning. Why were you looking at NVIDIA? What were you looking at this morning before the market even opened?
So if you look at NVIDIA, we see yesterday, we saw how it was gonna made an all-time high and it got, rejected at the 628 level. And I realized the 628 and 630 level was a key wall that we gotta, keep on watch. And this morning, this was the only thing that, kind of looked good out of everything I was watching. And, on the opening bell, I was waiting for, NVIDIA and Tesla. They usually have these red to green candles. And that's what I was looking for. And I saw orders coming in at the red candle, and I filled market. And I saw NQ pushing on open. So I got in. I meant to go in with 8K, which with a market fill.
That's your normal position size, 8K?
Yeah. Usually it's around this much.
Okay.
I filled for 13, which is, too much. I don't want to, that's usually more. So that's why I got out. It was a minute trade. And, if I held, it could have been up more, but,
So you went into this trade with $13,000. Okay. Well, before we get into that, so you were looking at the previous high that it got rejected to. And then you were looking at it this morning?
I was looking at it this morning. I was going for that red to green candle, and my stop loss was around 625. And TOS, it took me a couple seconds to fill, and it was a quick trade. Okay, so
we got that. So do you have the chart on your screen right now recording?
Yeah.
Cool. So what were you looking at open? Were you what was your target and what was your stop loss? Did you have the trade planned out or was it not planned out? So talk about the planned out trade. What were you looking to take profit at and what were you looking to actually, hit a stop loss at if it didn't go your way?
Yeah. Let me look at my journal because I'm pretty sure I think I put it on here. So my target was 635, a $5 move.
Okay.
Was after it broke 630. But,
Yeah, but you got in on the red to green candle before the 630 rate.
In the moment, yeah, I got in from the red to green candle, I ended up selling at 631, which I didn't even hold till target. I got out immediately, but I still stuck with my plan. And there were other things I was watching, but, NVIDIA is the only one that kind of looked good, and, I followed through.
And what was your stop loss before you got into that trade?
I had a stop loss at 625, I think, or around 624, that area.
Okay, so 625, 624. So you were risking a $3 drop, versus maybe so 628. That's a 2. That's versus a $7 pop. So, and what made you get in? Because usually I know I don't take trades right at open unless I like the opportunity. What made you take that trade at open? Did you see futures in your favor? Did you like the momentum?
Yeah, I saw orders coming in, and I saw NQ, and they both went in hand, and I took the risk there, and I think it just went in my favor.
Yeah, and the video was up this morning due to the catalyst of the upgrades.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that too. Before open, there was a pretty big green candle, which made me even more confident in my trade.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
Just that one,
All right, cool. So what was the total amount you put into this trade?
So total it ended up being 13K, which is why I got my original, target was going with 8K, which is I realize now it was already a little too heavy on a Thursday.
Yeah.
But
and what? How much did you profit? You said 7,000 what?
Yeah, 7,297.
Okay, so that's easily over 50%, right? And then, all right. So what was your fills? So you filled market buy and market sell, or market buy, limit sell?
Yeah, I filled market because POS is in the morning. It's annoying to do limit. Limit most of the time you're probably not even gonna fill, especially at open.
Yeah.
So I learned that just, I do market, and the thing is, it was like a 5, 6, 7 second wait time. It wasn't filling at the time, and while it was processing, Nvidia started breaking, and as soon as it filled, I was already up like $3 grand.
Yeah.
And, as it kept pushing.
That's why I switched to interactive broker. It's disgusting. Can you talk about your your order? Like, what did you get filled out on the buy? What did you get filled out on the sell, and show it on your screen so that they can see it?
Yeah, so I bought a 630 call. Usually if you go on the trade tab and you look at, I have volume on here, it usually tells you what contracts catch heat.
Yeah.
And I saw the 630s had a lot of volume, and I got those. Those are the contracts I decided to play. And
I was just about to ask you that. Why did you pick those contracts, and what contracts did you pick? So yeah, continue.
Yeah, I like watching the open interest and volume, and I was watching that, and I filled that around $5 and some at 5.27, and I ended up selling at I filled at 9:30 on 9:30 24 seconds, and I just sold at 9:31:03 seconds. So it was like a 40-second trade.
That's insane. So a 40-second trade turned into an over 50% return. Obviously, that's not an everyday thing. That was something he was targeting, or we were targeting, and it ended up working in his favor. So, that's something that, you gotta take risk for, right? That's an opening bell trade. Usually, you want to wait a couple minutes to see where futures are headed, how the overall market. But sometimes the best trades are those, because you're watching momentum, and momentum. That was what it pushed like $12 right off the open, right?
Yeah, and I had my stop loss ready, in case it didn't go my way.
Yeah, so this moved in the morning from 6:28 to 6:40 this morning, right? This morning, the high was 6:40, and then then later in the day it hit like what, 6:48, 6:49.
Yeah, it's 6:40 to 57. So
yeah, so
we would have held those contracts, it would have been about 1690. But
yeah, we've been killing Nvidia. Like, we've been murdering it as a group here, and you could see Umir took his own trade today, which is amazing. And he explains why he took it. Did you explain your fill?
Yeah.
What was the number? The number.
$5.
You bought it at $5?
Yeah, I bought it, like, they filled me at $5, and I sold at $8.20. There were some contracts that they bought for $5.27 and $4.95.
All right, cool. And then, do you have any tips or advice for any new traders who are just getting into this, and talk about like consistency, like just give a little background on yourself real quick so they know.
So for me, I take some of my own trades sometimes. Nothing against stock hours, but it's because just in case the one day the chat isn't here anymore.
You're supposed to.
A trade, I want to be a trader that that could hold on my own without like a signal chat. And sometimes you gotta take risks. And March and February were pretty rough for me, and it was just this quarter that just I've been profitable. And one thing it helps is keeping a journal. And for me, I have a journal every day that I use, and I also have this book that I kept from lessons.
Okay.
It's just 28 pages of just notes that you look at once a week. Everything you learn on here, and just keeping a tab on what you do and just journaling your trades. That was a big game changer for me, because that tells you your mistakes and tells you what you could do better and what what you're flowing in now.
Perfect.
And, yeah.
Yeah, dope. We'll have a bigger interview with Umir. I actually want to talk about his journey as a trader. He's been part of Stock Hours for how long?
Since the beginning, actually.
Yeah, so Umir's been here for a very long time. We have a lot of people like that, and I would love to get an inside scoop from all these traders that have been here for so long. Because obviously, if you're part of my chat, then something's working out. It's not a free chat. So if you're part of the chat for this long, it's been over a year, then things are working out in your favor, and the chat is helpful to Umir, and Umir's been killing it. I've been seeing he does work outside of just the trading hours. So it's definitely
Yeah.
something that I'll be looking to do with Omir. Me and Omir will talk more about this interview. We'll probably do one at the end of the month. And we'll talk about the whole quarter as a whole, Omir. Right?
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Perfect. So.
And another thing I want to say is, just because you guys saw that, I made this 7K in 40 seconds, I also took like a little bit of risk here. I shouldn't have went as heavy, and if you guys
Definitely.
are, a beginner seeing this, this is not an everyday trade. You just gotta be disciplined enough to, take advantage of the market when it gives you plays like this. That's what I did.
Definitely. So that well explained from Amir at the end here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what other videos you would like to see, and comment down below what other questions should I ask Amir when we do the full-on quarter review, just like I did with Maki, basically. And we'll talk more in detail about his trading, what he struggles with, what he's going through as a trader, and what his goals are, trading or, financial wise. So we'll talk more about that. So I'll see you guys. Peace.